Hey guys, I think I'm live. This is totally random. Let me turn my music down a little. Totally random. What is tonight? Sunday night. Uh-oh, okay. Okay. Sunday night. There's so much energy right now. Like, we have the full moon coming up this week. We have the autumn equinox. We're shifting from Virgo into Libra energy. We're going into Mercury retrograde shadow. Like, there's a lot going on astrologically right now, so I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys and, do some free readings. Just connect with the cards. If you're watching and there's no little red live thing there, that means you're watching the replay, which is totally cool. Watch along, because I'm going to start with a 3-card reading for everybody watching. I always like to do that because that way, if people don't end up getting through for a reading, they can at least watch the replay and watch the beginning reading that I do for everyone. Everyone will get a message from that, just those 3 cards. And then after that, I'm going to pull, we have the codes. I'm going to pull your guys' names or code words. The first one on my end to say the code is going to get that reading. Just pulling up my comments. Sarah, Lisa, hey guys, thanks for joining. Anyone else that's watching, make sure to say hey. Pulling out my cards. And yeah, feel free to share this video if you know anyone that could use a reading right now. Like I said, the energy is a lot. It's intense. I'm actually doing tons of cool stuff in person this week. Tomorrow, I'm so excited. We're sold out, but I'm doing a sound bath at Live Enjoy, my yoga studio that I go to. I'm going to play the crystal bowls. We're going to set some intentions, write some things to release, maybe set a little bit of fire to them, pass out some crystals to everybody, pull some cards. It's going to be an awesome night. Tuesday night I'm going floating, so I'll get to process. Then Wednesday night we're doing a drum circle, which is not sold out, at my space, Venus Moon in Glendora. If you're local to Glendora, come hang with us. There's plenty of space. Bring a friend. We're going to be drumming. Bring your drums, bring your maracas, whatever. Bring a stick and bring 2 sticks. Go outside, find 2 sticks. That's literally so shamanistic. Bring that. It's going to be so cool. We're going to really connect to our inner shamans. Oh, my conference room, it's a portal. It'll turn into whatever we want it to. On Wednesday night, we're turning it into an ancient cave. And we're going to have an ancient fire glowing in the middle of us and just really, turn into our primal selves. It's going to be really cool vibes. We're totally charging up. We need it with this energy right now. So yeah, if anyone's interested in that, it's only, I think, $20 energy exchange, which all goes to Regina. She's the one that's going to come in. She's been through so much shaman training. She actually just got back from one in Idaho, so I can only imagine what energy she's bringing back for us. So it's going to be awesome, probably pretty intense, which I'm excited for. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. So come hang with us at that. It's going to be awesome. I'm missing all your guys' comments. Christina Murphy, long time no see. Heck yeah. Rachel, you're coming tomorrow? See you there. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, Michelle. Oh, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Angela Gordon, Julie Lewis, Carrie, my love. Oh, I love you guys all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. So yeah, we're going to start with the 3-card reading. I already talked about so much, so if you're just tuning in, make sure to watch the replay when this is over just to get that extra info. Hey, Shannon Eden, that's a new name I'm not familiar with. Thank you for joining. Make sure, if you guys are new here, give my page a follow, because we always do something fun on here. Always cool stuff going on. So who could use some guidance right now? Send the hearts if you're like me and can use some guidance. Hey, Chris. Yay. Aw, you guys are awesome. So we're going to ask the cards to give us some clarity and guidance for this next part of our journey. This is going to be for everyone watching, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. This message is for you. You are watching this right now in this moment for a reason, so stay tuned. Don't sign out. If anything, share this video because someone else might be needing this message just as much. Whatever your question is, it can kind of morph to fit it. We're going to pull 3 cards, past, present, future, and just go over, what's been going on, what our challenges for right now, and then where we're going to go when we get through that. Yeah, it's going to be a total universal message. So I want everyone to take a couple of deep breaths with me. Let me know if the music is too loud or distracting. Hopefully not. I like it. It's third eye, solfeggio, binaural frequencies. So it just helps to kind of connect us on that extra level. Sandy, hello. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All healed up over there. Hey, Christine. Willard, see? I'm not even going to try it. Thank you guys for joining. Yay. All right, so everyone, let's all breathe in and out together. I'm going to ignore the comments for a minute, just because I want to really connect to your guys' energy. So if you're there, you know, I want you to just kind of close out the rest of the world for a minute. Take some deep breaths. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in love and gratitude, and breathe out anything that you don't want to take on this next part of your journey. Think about any of your questions, any of your worries, any of your intentions you want to set, any stress in your life, any of the people that you want messages about. Think about it all. Feel it swirling in your energy. Feel it in your third eye, and really send it to the cards right now. Whatever is going on in your energy. And even again, if you're watching the replay, do this with us so you can get your message too. Keep that energy glowing bright. Send it over to me. And we're going to ask the cards to give us some clarity and guidance for this next part of our journey. We have this full moon coming up this week, which is all about transformation, along with the autumn equinox. Definitely a very transformative time in that shadow period of Mercury retrograde. We're also switching into Libra season, which is all about harmony and balance. So we're hoping to get that, bring that energy into this. I feel 2 more shuffles and we'll be good. Yes, right here. All right. So here we go. We're going to do 3 cards. Past, well, kind of. These are just the general words, past, present, and future, but it's so much more than that. The first card we're going to talk about is what's been going on for everybody, whether it's over the last week, month, moon cycle, year, you know, however this connects to you. Let it be validation that it's talking specifically to you right now. Yep, called out already to me. The 2 of Swords. So the Swords is the card of challenges, our logical challenges and mental challenges. It's also, not the card, it's the suit of challenges. The suit of spirit. It's connected to the element of air. Sorry, we're just going to block, just ignore any of the like catfishers in here. Hopefully I'm able to block them. You can see there's a lot of blue in this card, which is throat chakra energy. The throat chakra is all about communication and clarity. So I feel like this, the last few weeks or months or whatever it is to you, maybe that too is relevant as far as like the last 2 weeks. This has been your focus, or the last 2 months, you know, since like July, you know, this has been your focus. But all that blue has been saying that you've really had to like speak up to get your clarity. The Swords, you can see she's holding them up almost like in defense mode, but she has the blindfold on, saying that there is a big decision she has to make, or a big cord she has to cut, or just a big mental, logical challenge that can really go one of 2 ways. It's really like a crossroads kind of card, but the person has the blindfold on because they don't really want to make that decision or make that cut or that commitment or whatever that might be. You know, it's almost easier to just like hang behind the swords and be like, you do this decision for me, you know, or you pick the path for me. So I feel like this has kind of been where we've all been. I know for myself, I've been in this part of my journey very strong, but where it says that throat chakra is important, I was definitely using that too, you know, speaking up and communicating and trying to get things as clear as possible to help me with my decisions and to help me figure out which path to take next. Also that gray, you can see her clothes are gray, the ground is gray. That gray represents that it was a very kind of unclear, cloudy time. We were all really at such a crossroads, whether again it was the last 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 months, maybe 2 years for somebody, maybe since February. You know, hold on to that too. But yeah, you're right, Christina. This is a challenge that we've all been in our own personal challenge, and that's kind of what this card is talking about. a challenge that we almost wanted to avoid because it's probably a big challenge, you know, and that 2 is all about connections and, you know, teamwork, working with others. The healers and the helpers are usually like a 2 number. So I feel like whatever decision we made, we didn't want to hurt other people. We didn't want to take anyone down or let anyone down, or, you know, so that's kind of why it was easier to just avoid it. But I feel like that's been kind of the focus of our journey. It was getting through that type of energy. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. And now that we've put the energy into that, the next part is going to be our challenge. What we need to get through right now, you know, again, with all this energy going on, this transformation, transformative energy, what is our challenge to help us with this transformation? Where can we focus our energy? So we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like this is a great message for all of us as our challenge right now. When the 8 of Pentacles is right side up, you can see there's, the Pentacles is the suit connected to Earth. It's the more grounded, in control type of suit. So this is saying that there's 8 different projects that we've been working on, more physical. So it could be, you know, like physically your job, your hobbies, your building something, literally, like this says, crafting, working, like, you know, any type of little things that we've had our hands in. But you can see that there's a lot. Like there's one down on the floor that we kind of finish and don't need to put too much energy into. One that we're really focusing our energy on. But then there's still 6 others that are waiting for our attention. So it's almost like when it's right side up, really talking about focusing in on the projects and focusing in on the things in your control, really. It could even be like health, like going to the gym could be one of these. But also you could see it back here, sorry, I'm like, mirror image for me. The village in the background, it kind of says that when you're focusing so into these pentacles around you, you can lose focus of home, of your town, you know, like it can kind of be pulling you away. So maybe part of the challenge, it came out reversed. So I feel like that's kind of reversing the energy and saying, you know, don't be so focused right now into all the other things hanging up. Kind of focus on your home, the internal things. Even, you know, if you're still in this energy of your crossroads, this might be saying that the answer is to focus inward, focus on your home. All these projects, like external things that we've been working on, maybe switch it to the internal things that you could be focusing on. So health, again, personal, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, spirit connection, your relationships, your home relationships are what this is saying is the most important, rather than, you know, going out and finding other things, kind of like focusing inward. And the 8, this is the number 8. 8 is the number, like, think of it when it's flipped on its side, it's the symbol of infinity. So I feel like this is kind of saying this is a cycle in our lives, you know, where we really get distracted and feel like we have to focus here and there and like getting out and doing all this stuff. But right now, with the full moon, again, with the Mercury retrograde, brings us that inner, you know, turning inward type of energy. The equinox, again, this is such a transformative time. So this is how we're going to transform, is not focusing on the external things, but on the personal things that we can, that are in our control. Again, this will help us with this crossroads if you haven't made your decision yet. Just let your decision be yourself. I'm glad that relates to you guys. And you can see there's a lot of gray energy in this card too, so it's not going to be like a quick homework. This is something that we're going to be working on for the next at least 2 weeks, I feel, this personal journey. Now, the clothes that this person's wearing is red and blue, and I feel like that's something to hold on to also. Again, that blue is that throat chakra, so communication is going to be important, clarity, and with yourself too. Mindfulness is important when you see that blue, but also that red, that's that staying grounded, staying physical in your body. Especially, we're going into Libra, which is such an airy energy. It can kind of pull you out of your body. So keeping grounded is going to be important, whether it's carrying around some grounding crystals like tourmaline or red jasper, or like walking outside barefoot in nature, swimming in a waterfall, you know, tapping your feet in a river, hugging a tree, going to the beach. Taking a bath is really good for grounding. Eating root vegetables is actually good for grounding too. That'll just help kind of keep you in your body if you feel like you're floating away. Hey, Shannon Jackson. Sorry, I'm missing your guys' comments. Debbie, nice to see you again, Debbie. And Christine, I'm glad that relates to you. Christine and Christina, it's relating to you both. And Misty, you're a Libra too. I love that. So you must be a very like balanced, harmonious person to be around. You know, I bet you're the peacekeeper of your groups. Oh, have I been blurry this whole time? Let me know. I'm not even like watching my camera. Okay, let's focus, and then let's talk about what's going to happen once we get through this 8 energy, and then we're going to pull some codes and do some one-on-one readings with you guys. And if anyone wants to skip the line and not have to pull a code, just I put the information in the description of the video. It's an $11 energy exchange. You could do PayPal or Venmo. If you want to do that, you can cut the line, not have to pick a code. You can just kind of get your personal reading if you're really needing some clarity. But those are only going to be a $1 reading. Okay, hopefully it'll focus on this next card. So, where are we going to go from here once we get through this kind of personal focus that we're going through? Mercury retrograde is going to bring us into that shadow period, that shadow work. I feel like it's just validating that. And then on the other side, I like it, the Fool reversed. So guys, we really are on a transformative personal journey right now. When the Fool's right side up, it's got the 0. That's infinite potential. You know, you can really go anywhere from here. There is not just one path. There's infinite paths in front of all of us. You know, we can write down our vision boards. We can write down our intentions. We can visualize everything so much, but it really is just like, sometimes you can't even imagine the places that you can go. You know, you could put that energy out there, and I think we should. But I think what we should focus on right now for the full moon is really our releases, cutting the cords. September is a 9 month. 9 is the number of releasing and cutting cords. Really, you know, getting rid of that residual energy, tying any loose ends in order to get to that 10, which is that elevation. You know, 10 is that number of completion and growth and leveling up. So I feel like this September full moon is really asking us, especially like I said, with all this energetic stuff going on, this is our time to just shed that skin so we can transform. You know, be that butterfly shedding the cocoon, be the snake shedding the skin. Whatever person metaphor you need, be that, feel that. And under that full moon, I would say write your list of things to release and burn it. That's what we'll be doing Monday night. I think you guys should all do that at home too. Burn your releases to make room for these new beginnings and this awesome new path. Because again, when there are infinite paths in front of you, if you're taking all this baggage, your path is going to be longer. It's going to be bumpier. It's going to be, you know, not as fun as if you just kind of release what you don't want to take with you and focus on the joy following your bliss. So this Fool is really telling us there's infinite potential. You could see they're standing on the edge of the cliff, ready to take the leap. They have their little knapsack. It's a very free energy type of card. A lot of yellow. That's solar plexus energy. That's our confidence and our strength and our courage, you know, to take this leap. So I really feel, and look at the difference, how gray. It's these 2 gray cards are telling us, hang in there. You know, things might seem slow or unclear, but look at all this yellow coming up. And their outfit is all green and orange. Green is the heart chakra. So that's just like wearing love, being love. You know, that's where we're going from here. That orange is all our passion and our joy and our creativity. And that's the outfit we're going to wear. Where right now we have to kind of, you know, wear this suit of armor of root chakra and throat chakra. Once we get through this shadow period with the Mercury retrograde, I really feel like we're going to come out on the other side just these butterflies with these new wings, not quite sure where to go. And that's going to be part of our challenge. And that's why it came out reversed, because it might be saying we're in the beginning phases of something when we come out on the other side. That 0 is telling us to really start making the plan, start looking at all the paths. You know, we're not even in the beginning moment yet. We're still in the cutting the cords to even get there. You know, October is that 10. That's our kind of like closing one book and opening up a whole new book. And that's when this school is going to come in and tell us, all right, you guys are ready to go. So hopefully this resonated with you guys. I like that. Validation or understanding. I agree. I believe it. I feel like it's telling you you're going to get you're going to have some clarity around whatever path you're meant to take. I love it. So, okay, hopefully that resonated with you guys. You can always Google the cards too if you want to go even more in depth on what the meanings are. Hi, Peters. Hey. I hope that resonated with you guys. So now, if anyone wants a one-on-one reading, we have our little codes. And we're going to pull a code, and the first one on my end to comment with that code is going to get the first reading. These are just going to be one card. They're going to be quick, so I can get through a bunch of you. I'll definitely, it's 9:15 in Jersey. I'll hang on at least till 10. See how many messages we can get out. And again, if you want to cut the line, just an $11 energy exchange. My PayPal and Venmo info are in the description. But I'm cool not doing that, you know. If you're meant to get a reading tonight, it'll come through. And if you don't get through, just watch that replay if you missed it. Or even if you watched it and you're like, I really need a message, maybe you need to rewatch it. And that was all the message that you need. Alright. So, first code, you guys, ready? I like it. There's 11 people watching. Let's just make the code 1111. I'm not even going to pull one out. So the first one to say 1111 on my end is going to get the first reading. I know there's such a lag. Let's see how long it takes for me to see the comments. Regina Ashley. Yay. All right, Regina. So anyone that gets through for a reading, let me know if you want. If you have a specific question, you could either like type out a whole question, or you could give a vague question like work, love, home, health, you know, or you could just say you want to go with the flow, and we'll just see what the card wants to say. But if you do have a specific question, we can definitely see what the card's opinion on that is. So Regina, let me know if you want to just go with the flow, or if you have a specific question. Connect in with my energy. Think of everything going on. Any questions, any stress, any worries, any intentions. Send it all to the cards. All right, Regina's going with the flow. And I like you right here. All right, so Regina, let's see. All right, the Three of Swords. Now, I feel like this is a fitting card for this energy that we're about to go through, because the full moon is Pisces. Pisces is the element of water. You can see in this card there's a lot of rain. That Pisces energy is very emotional. It's very, you know, it brings a lot up. It brings up the trauma and the guilt and the grief and any of those like wounded feelings. And you can see in this card, the heart, it feels like it's being stabbed 3 times. There's at least 3 swords. They could be 3 past traumas that you're kind of holding on to in your heart that you're being called to face, or just like 3 challenges that are around you right now that are kind of pulling at your heartstrings in different ways. It could even just represent 3 people, like 3 people in a family, or the number 3 in general connects to like teamwork or like group projects and stuff. So it could be talking about the family, the job, as far as like a group setting would be concerned. I feel like this card is really just telling you that part of your journey for the next 2 weeks, and it's mine too, it's going to be some shadow work. You know, going deep in there, crying over the things that you haven't cried about, letting it go, really facing. Write down 1 through 3 and try to identify what these swords can be. You know, what are the 3 biggest pains in your heart? They might be calling you to be facing them under this full moon, and it's not a fun thing to face, but you are such a powerful person. You have this higher calling to connect with spirit and to, you know, heal and help others. And this is really saying, like, you know, we kind of want you to suffer a little bit. Like, not in a bad way. It's not saying something bad's going to happen. It's more just saying to kind of go deep within and pull these moments out, you know, be able to face them in one way or another. If it's doing that inner child work and, like, you know, picking different ages and going back and finding why you picked that age. What moment in time are you being called back to? You know, find yourself at that age, hug yourself, sit with yourself, talk to yourself through that moment. Tell them how awesome that they are and how awesome they're going to grow up to be. You know, this is calling for a lot of personal healing work. And you know what? It could even be calling you to be doing that healing work with others too. Since that 3 is such a community type of energy, it may be saying that's part of your calling, is to be able to healing and help others that are going through such grief and trauma and, you know, these storms around and this gray cloudiness. You may have that energy that people need to help see the other side of the gray skies. Hopefully this is resonating in any way for you. Definitely some heart chakra healing is what I'm feeling for you for this part of your journey, which is totally appropriate between, and what a good mix of energy, because while we have that emotional Pisces full moon, we also have, we're going into that Libra, which again is all about harmony and balance. So I feel like those energies combined, plus the Mercury retrograde shadow period, you know, that work, this is just really your call. That's how you're going to transform the most, is just going deep and pulling out what you can. All right. And again, you can go down the rabbit hole of 3 of Swords yourself, Regina, if you really want to get more direction and clarity on this card. Every website will have a different, you know, message around it, and there may be some specific words that you're meant to read that'll be even more in depth than what I said, or resonate even more. Oh wow, Libra, Scorpio cusp too. So you are that water and air. So yeah, and you'll probably, if anything, you'll probably really thrive in this energy and level up even more. I definitely feel like a rapid transformation for you, and that's awesome, but it's intense. So if you need anything, my love, please, let's talk. You know, don't hesitate to send me a message and we can talk. That the awakening times are not the most fun, not the most comfortable, but they're the most important. And on the other side is like beyond what a human brain can even imagine. You know, you're really being called to your higher calling, and that's awesome. All right, you guys, let's do another reading. Hey Shannon, if you're the first one on my end to comment with 181, then you will get this next reading. The first person to comment, 181, we'll get this next free 1-card reading. If you don't get this one, make sure to hang in. These are about 5 minutes long, and we can get to as many as we can. And if you don't get through, make sure you watch the replay, because we did a group reading for everybody. Misty, yay! Misty, you got through first. Oh, Shannon, see, you were 3rd in line. Lisa Rambo Clark, you were 2nd. So you guys, I see you coming up. Hang in there. See if we can get some more. But Misty, let me know if you have any specific questions or just want to go with the flow. And think about everything going on. Let's connect into Misty's energy. Misty, I got you right here. Just gonna go with the flow. Oh, I know, Shannon, we always come up quicker on our own sides, so that's why I just kind of trust the lag, because that's what it is. It's a lag. Like, things don't come through quick enough. Like, I'm just seeing your guys' comments that you probably sent a minute ago, so I just trust it and trust that the person I'm meant to see is who I see. So Misty, King of Swords reversed. What a big challenge you're being called to. the King of Swords. So the swords, again, we've been talking about swords a lot. The swords is the suit of the challenges, the logical battles, spirit, spirit connection and higher calling. And the king is master energy. When he's right side up, I would say this king could be representing an authoritative figure in your life, or a masculine energy that's very logical. This king is very like no BS, cutting through the cords, cutting through the illusions, very like logic over emotion, which is really important when you see these, is not solving things with emotion, but the most efficient logical answers. So this king, he's really just confident in that throne. He mastered whatever challenge he has. The swords again is connected to air energy too, and we're going into Libra. So I feel like this might be your energy for the whole Libra season up until the, I think, 21st or 22nd of October is when we switch into Scorpio. Because he came out reversed, I don't feel like it's necessarily talking about someone else, or maybe it's saying there's a challenge with someone with this energy. Maybe they're even an air sign, and they're very like less emotion. Sometimes those people can be hard to have a challenge with, when like you want to get some kind of emotion out of them and you can't. Or maybe it's just saying that this is your own energy that you're being called to embody during this time, is to really just focus on the logical explanations, focus on the efficient answers, leave emotion out of your solutions, really just kind of cut the cords, like clearing the path in front of you. Just very logical is what this king is. And it's really calling you to master this energy, like this has been part of your challenge. When you have this air energy, I feel like a big thing for you is going to be breathing, breath work. If you start getting stressed or frustrated or anxious, or any of these other than like feelings that are distracting you from your higher calling, breathing is going to be your best gift to yourself. Whether it's putting on a breathwork meditation, or just connecting with yourself. Like there's different breathing techniques you could do. There's the triangle, where you breathe in, hold, breathe out, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Or a square, which is breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Right? So, and what they say is your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. So if you focus on your breathing, it helps to really clear your mind, and then after a few minutes of that, you can kind of clear out all the extra stuff and then have a more clear picture of whatever you need to focus on. So I really feel like breathwork is important. Blue is going to be important, so carrying those like sodalite, lapis lazuli, angelite crystals, any of those blue energies, wearing blue clothes, blue shoes, a blue purse, blue flowers in your house, blueberries, like whatever, blue things. I would say that's kind of your color for Libra season. But this king energy is no joke. It really is such a master energy, and I feel like that's a really high compliment for you. Again, if this is a spirit connection that you're working on too, if you're someone who is an energy worker or likes connecting with that, I feel like this is really telling you that you're in a process of leveling up. And if that's not the case, and maybe it's just telling you that you're leveling up as far as like your focus and your clarity go, being able to cut the cords, that's going to be huge for you right now. Also, if you have selenite, I really like that for this energy, because selenite is so cleansing. It's just going to help you cut those cords even faster. Like I have a selenite knife in stock, and what I like to do is just kind of use that to be like cut the energetic cords away from me and clear. All right, so hopefully that connected to you, Misty. Thank you so much for connecting in with me. And again, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, King of Swords reversed on Google, and then you could write after it, King of Swords reversed job or home, or and you'll get all kinds of in-depth readings. Oh, thanks, Sarah Joy. Yep. Your best bet to exit Facebook, come back into Facebook, and then go to the Venus Moon page and find my video right from the page, and you'll have the most up-to-date quickest response, but there's going to be a lag and a delay for everybody. I have one on my side, like I have my laptop here and then my cell phone here where I'm reading all of your guys' comments, and I'm still like reading a card right now on my phone. So even if you're sitting right next to me, there's a delay. It's just the internet, the World Wide Web. Oh, thanks for sharing. So yeah, you definitely can get a reading if you are the next one to call my code. Hey Lisa, thanks for joining. Yay, all you new peeps, make sure to like my page. We always do some kinds of fun stuff. If you don't get through for a reading, make sure to watch the replay when we sign off. Go back and watch from the beginning, because I did a group reading for everybody, and if you don't get through, that might be the only message that you needed tonight. And it was a really good one. It definitely called me out and gave me some clarity. So make sure everyone watches that, the replay. It wasn't too long. It was a 3-card reading though, so it goes nice and in-depth. All right, so let's call the next code. First one on my end to comment it, we'll get the next reading. $44. So first one on my end to comment 44. We'll get the next reading. If you know anyone that can use a reading too, make sure to share this video. Share it on your Facebook page. All right, okay. Juhi. Can you like type out the way that I would pronounce your name? You came through for this reading, and I definitely want to honor you by saying your name the correct way, and I don't want to butcher it. Oh, I don't need these anymore. I need my cards. So tell me how to pronounce your name, and then let me know if you have a specific question or if you just want to go with the flow. You can get in depth in your question and type a whole thing out, or you could just say job, love, home. Hey Beth, hang in there. If you're meant to get a reading, you'll get through for one of the comments. If not, I would say watch the replay, and that might give you the answer that you need. Okay. Okay. So we're asking about a person. Let me kind of phrase this in an appropriate way, because I feel like the cards don't really like talking so much about other people. Hold on. Let me listen in a little bit, and we're going to frame this in a good question for you. So, what he felt or thought about you when he saw you today? Is there any future? And what's his current feeling for me? So I feel like what the card will tell you with this question is more of what's in your control in this situation. We can ask it all of that. Sorry, I'm just kind of processing in my head. Alright, so think of all that. My voice is not clear. Am I clear? Am I not clear for anyone else? Let me know. Magyashri. Alright, so we're going to think of all those questions. Think about it in your energy. Send it to the cards. And let's connect and see what the cards want to tell you around all of that. Alright, I like it right here. Oh. Am I not clear for everyone else? My husband just came down and said that I sound like I'm underwater. What? Huh. Let's see, I could put my microphone on. Hang in there. We're gonna shuffle again 1 or 2 more times too, because we had an energy disturbance. Am I okay? I wonder why I was muffled. There's no I didn't touch anything. That's so weird. Alright. No, I'm going to stick with this card. It's hanging off, right? It must be spirit. Kind of saying like there's I needed to connect a little bit better. Alright, so let me go back to how to pronounce. Magyashri. Here is your card. You have the Sun reversed. So I'm just going to tell you about this card, and I want you to take it as you need it around this situation. The Sun is the card of family and connections. It's honestly one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's a very innocent type of energy, very just like sunshine and joy and good vibes, but it came out reversed. So if you're asking about someone else's energy, hold on. There's a lot to process here, because if we're connecting into someone else now, we're pulling in more energy, so bear with me. The Sun reversed. So I feel a little bit of a blockage around this connection. I don't love doing connection readings, just because, you know, I always got to tell it like it is, how the cards come out. So when the Sun's right side up, it's all about, you know, sunshine and that connection. I would say it's a very positive, you know, vibe around it. When it's reversed, I feel like there is, it's not saying definite no, but there's definitely some kind of either blockage or delay around a connection with this person. So I feel like they may have more work that they need to do on themselves in order to be open and ready to connect. You know, they may have their own stuff that they're going through, so they're not able to see as clearly. And maybe for yourself, you may even have a kind of almost like upside down view around the whole thing, and maybe thinking of it, maybe your perspective on the whole thing needs to be a little bit more clear too. You know, sometimes we get this idea in our heads and we kind of chase that idea, and the reality is not exactly what our heads are telling us it is, you know. So I feel like both of you can use a little bit more clarity around your connection. I don't feel like it's bad energy, because the Sun, it's never bad energy. The Sun, it's good vibes and sunshine. Like, this person definitely likes your vibe, you know, and I know you like their vibe too, but I feel like it's just kind of telling you that there is some kind of disconnect there. That doesn't mean you can't work on it, but it's something that you guys need to pull through to come together. Now, you'll see a lot of colors in this card. There is a lot of blue, which is that throat chakra. Communication is going to be very important. Clarity. If they're not able to communicate with you, let that be your answer right there. You know, if you try to talk to them and ask them where they are, what they're thinking, and they can't answer you, let that be your answer right there. You know, there's also a lot of yellow, which is our confidence and our strength and our courage. So being confident in yourself is going to be important. And then also a lot of orange, which is our sacral chakra. That's our joy and our passion and our fire. So, you know, let that lead your way. The horse is about new beginnings, though. So there is definitely a new beginning around you once you're able to kind of get through this blockage. Oh, staring, that's not good. Yes, so, I mean, if you work with crystals, or if you have anything in the blue color around you, I would say take a piece for yourself and one for this person, and let that almost be like your energetic cell phone. You know, it'll open up the lines of communication, kind of boost that for both of you, boost that clarity between you guys, because that's kind of what I feel is missing, and will help get the ball rolling. But I definitely feel they have stuff on their end, so don't take it as, what am I doing wrong? You know, like, it's not you at all. Like, no matter who they're talking to right now, they probably have this kind of like cloud around them, maybe a wall up or something, and it's just a matter of them dealing with their stuff and you kind of dealing with your own stuff and coming together. I love that you're wearing blue right now. Perfect. So that's validation. You're already on the right track to get where you need to go. Just, you know, keep practicing that healthy throat chakra communication. Speak up for yourself. Speak your truth. That's the best you can do. Is there any other goal? I feel like that might be part of your conversation that you're meant to have. Mate, I'm not saying no, you know, the Sun came up reversed, so anything can be possible as far as their blockage goes. There very well could be But that's going to be part of your communication and finding out and trusting your own intuition around it. You know, if you feel like something's not right, don't put any more energy into it. You know, don't waste your time, because you're awesome and you deserve to be living your best life. All right, so we just had our first energy exchange of $11 from Christine. Thank you, Christine. And thank you, Bob. Okay, let me go back to your name one more time. Where'd you go? Okay, Bhagyashri. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Good luck with all of this, you know. Put your own needs first. That's the most important. And Christine, let's connect with you. So your focus is love. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yay. All right, so Christine, let me know you're still there too. I know there's that little bit of a lag. So let's connect in. Think about everything going on. Any other questions that you might have, send it all to the cards. We're going to get you a little clarity and guidance. All right, I like you right here. Hey, Nicole, thanks for joining in. Yay. Nicole, I have a order for you. I sent you the reminder to your email, so double check for that. All right, Christine, are you ready? So your reading is, oh, and I love this with us going into October. You have the 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so let's just think of how this can kind of fit into the whole love category. Right off the bat, the number 10 in numerology is the number of completion. It's the number of closing one story in order to start a new beginning, you know? So I feel like there's an ending and a beginning around you. Now, this card, I feel like it might kind of be calling you out. The Wands is the suit of fire. It's connected to the element of fire, and the fire is our ideas and our projects and our creativity and our passion and our joy, our fiery energy, you know, that inspiration. But this card, you can see this person's carrying 10 different wands. So that's not just one project, not just two projects they're focusing on, but they have a whole big bundle of different focuses calling for their energy. Some of these wands might not even be your own in this bundle. It can really make your load a lot heavier and distract you from, you know, that one wand of passion that you may be wanting to follow. It came out reversed, so I feel like that's telling you that as far as the whole love question goes, and I mean, if you want to get more specific with it, you definitely can, or if you want to message me after the reading with a little bit more specific, if you don't want to talk about it, you know, in public, we can get more in depth on what this card really means. But just as like a general around love, I feel like it may be saying that either you or the other person involved is kind of so focused in on all of these like wands that they're are calling for their energy, you know, again, whether it's your own ideas and projects or someone else being like, can you help me with this? Can you give me a hand in this? Can you give me an opinion on this? You know, like just kind of keep piling them on. It's hard to have energy for yourself and for relationships at the end of the day. So I feel like this 10 is really calling you to just lighten that load, you know, delegate the wands that you can, let go of the wands that you can. With this full moon, it's all about releasing and cutting cords. So, you know, those wands can even be like different people calling for your attention. And I feel like this full moon's asking you to write a list of the things that you're going to release so you don't have such a heavy load to be carrying. But there's a lot of orange and green in this card. The whole outfit is orange and green, and the orange is sacral chakra too, which is also our fire and our passion. So you're really being called for passion. If you are in a relationship right now, I feel like there is that fire, but you know, when it's reversed, it might be saying that the fire is not burning as bright as it could be, or maybe it's just saying your own fire is not burning as bright as it could be because it's being shared with so many other people, you know, as far as like trying to help others and do the work for other people. So, and that green is the heart chakra. So this is really calling you to follow that passion and that love, and just kind of radiate that, lighten your load a little bit energetically, and be open to the endings, because they're going to bring you new beginnings. So if there is someone around you that you're unsure about, I feel like this card is validation that it's time to cut that cord, you know, because there's passion around you waiting for you. There's love with the green, you know. And then a lot of blue too, so that's that open communication, just speaking up your truth, and just being open to it. And I feel like if there is a big change like that, it'll be coming by October. Trust this energy. Again, we're going through all this shadow work with the Mercury retrograde. X's can be coming up. That could be the X too, you know. The X being the 10 in numeral, and what is that? Roman numerals, 10 is X. And Mercury retrograde is known to bring the X's out. So be aware of those. They're X's for a reason. You know, if you already cut cords, let those cords stay cut. But hopefully that resonated with you, Christine. I don't see any more comments from you. Let me know. And you're welcome to send me a message after this. And we're going to see if we can get to any other people. But thank you for connecting. Thank you for your energy exchange. And Nicole, I see you sent one too. Yay, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Sharon Inky, I love you. Thanks for joining. Yes, that's very possible that I could be talking about his energy and not your own energy. When it comes out reversed like that, it's talking about like the blockage or delay around a situation. So the blockage or delay could be that it's his energy that's causing this blockage, you know. So that might be a conversation for you and him to have. Maybe he even needs to watch this video, or maybe you can look up 10 of Wands reversed and show him the Google information around that card and be like, I feel like you're being this right now, you know, like you're being too focused in on whatever, and our fire isn't burning as bright as it could be. But there's definitely potential there. Cut some cords though. That's definitely what that 10's calling for. Hey Amanda, I see you there. So what we're doing is you can cut the line for an energy exchange. My Venmo and PayPal info are in the description. It's $11 energy exchange. I have Nicole coming up next, and then if no one else does the $11 energy exchange, then we're just going to pick random codes after Nicole's, and whoever gets through with the code is going to get the next reading. I think I have a few more in me. All right, Nicole, yay. So think of everything going on right now. Let me know if you have any specific questions or if you just want to go with the flow. Just connecting with Nicole's energy. I like you right here. Let's see, Krissy, check in. Sorry, let's see. All right, Krissy, I didn't see one from you. Alright, Nicole, we're going to go with the flow. Sorry, I'm getting back into my comments. I was spirit messing with the comments, or with the sound again. So we're going to go with the flow, and this is your card right here. The Hanged Man reversed. Alright, Nicole. The Hanged Man, this is a major arcana card. So a big shouting message from spirit for you. Now, when the Hanged Man comes out, right side up, you can see he's there hanging by his feet, just kind of hanging in there. This really is the card of patience. You can see it's gray all around, so it's kind of like a self-sacrifice type of energy, saying that during this period, you're putting others' needs first and doing a lot of self-sacrifice for the greater good, you know, but your own needs might be put on hold, or your own goals might be put on hold for a little while you're in this Hanged Man energy. However, yours came out reversed. So I feel like your message is kind of telling you the opposite. Like, you know, maybe you were in this Hanged Man and you were waiting, but you're getting released now. Like, now you have the freedom to really, you know, whatever whatever goal you had or project you were thinking of, or you know, this is the time for you to take the leap. This is the 12th card in the deck, so I feel like this could be talking about, you know, through the end of the year, you might start feeling the energy moving very quickly. Again, the next 2 weeks are going to be, actually through the end of the month, that might be 2 weeks. Well, through the Mercury retrograde is going to be a very transformative time. It's going to be a very intense time, especially for anyone going through these big transformations. It's going to be pulling out a lot. It's going to be making us look at things that, you know, we may have been avoiding looking at. But it's definitely, expect intense energy, but don't think of it in a bad way. When you feel the intensity, be like, okay, this is that lesson. This is that, you know, that leveling up process. It's never comfortable. It's never easy. It makes you think about things that you don't want to. It makes you cry. It makes you, you know, purge in one way or another. Like right now, my skin is doing it for me. I'm releasing in any way I can. But I feel like for you, this is really validation that the ball's going to be rolling quickly. Hopefully you're there. I'm not getting any comments, so let me know if you're getting this. So 12 also adds up to a 3. So which comes to December anyway. So I really feel like, you know, the rest of the year, that's going to be your focus, is taking the leap. Let that kind of be, like, write it down, take the leap. And if you've come to a point where you're unsure, or something is like, oh, this is way out of my comfort zone, take the leap. Write it on a post-it and put it somewhere around you, because you're being called to, you know, step down from the branch that this person's hanging from. Your feet have been untied. You're being free to, you know, take whatever chances that you're being called to. And I feel like that reading, if you missed the reading we did in the beginning, I feel like that was for you too, because it ended on the Fool reversed, which is very similar type of energy. Now, I will say with the reversal energy, that does add kind of like a delayed or blockage type of energy to it. So it may be saying that you have hesitations around taking the leap, or, you know, hesitations around whatever this next path is for you. So that might be what you need to look at during any of this shadow work, is what are your fears around it? What are your hesitations? You know, try not to focus on the what ifs and the, you know, there's so many different paths in front of you, so you really can manifest whatever you want right now. I truly believe that the next few months are all for you. Now in this one, again, the clothes are very blue and red, so that's all about the throat chakra, communication and clarity, and the root chakra, staying grounded and staying secure and protected and like in your body. So it's not really telling you to like make any kind of irrational, irresponsible moves, but whatever moves you make will be for your own stability and security and growth, personal growth, as well as, you know, that communication is going to be a part of it too. So who knows who else you can be taking along with you on this leveling up. So, Nicole, hopefully that connected. I don't see any more comments from anybody right now. Oh, for some reason my phone's not giving me comments, but my computer is. All right, I see you now. Sorry, annoying. You're moving. All right, yeah, that's so exciting. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's just kind of validating that. Trust the hecticness and the craziness, and just, you know, that's part of this challenge for you. Part of your journey right now is just going to be going. You know, you've been in this waiting period for this to happen, and this is the time that it is. And try to enjoy it. You know, even when it gets hectic, be like, no, I've been waiting for this for so long. You know, it's going to be a lot of packing. It's going to be a lot of driving and moving and shifting and unpacking, and, you know, and just try to appreciate that part of the ride as much as the end result, and enjoy the journey. And congratulations, that's so exciting. I'm trying to manifest a new house too, but definitely this is such a good time for transformation. Oh, you're moving to New Jersey? I'm just gonna have to, yes, message me. I'll have to read off of my computer now. It's not giving me, hold on. All right, just so I can get the most accurate comments, I'm going to reopen. But I'm glad that resonated. Yay. All right, let me check and see if any other energy exchange payments came through. And if not, we'll pull another code. And thank you for connecting with me, Nicole. Let's see. All right. I don't see any other Venmos or PayPals. If anyone else wants to cut the line and not have to pull a code, you're welcome to my PayPal and Venmo info are in the description. So an $11 energy exchange for a 1-card reading. I feel like they're kind of spot on. They'll tell you what you need to hear. But until then, let's pull another random code. And again, if you're watching and don't get through for a reading, make sure to watch the replay because we did a group reading for everybody and I definitely know it will connect to you. Yay, Nicole, I'm happy too. And when you come to New Jersey, we have to connect. You have to come to one of the events. We do so much fun stuff at the at my office. All right, so next code. First one on my end to comment with 505 will get this next reading. All right, 505. All right, Lauren F., you got through with that code. So Lauren, let me know if you have any questions, anything specific you want to focus your energy on for the reading. You can just type one word, home, health, love, job. You can type a cool question out, or you could just go with the flow. If you want to just go with the flow, just let me know that too. All right, so we're connecting in with Lauren's energy. Think of everything going on, any stress, any worries, any intentions. Send it all to the cards. All right, I like you right here. We're going to go with the flow. And if we don't do any more payments after this one, I might do one more code and then that's it. So let's see, Lauren's card. Oh my gosh, I love these big messages coming through. Their spirit's like, okay, we got one card. Let's make it a good one. They're giving us all major arcanas. So you have the World. And what's interesting is this is the 21st card in the deck. We're in 2021. So I feel like this is your message through the end of the year as well. You know, this is your message for all of 2020. Now when the World comes up right side up, this is the card of assured success, good luck, destiny, travel, movement. Like it really is the leveling up type of card. You could see all these different animals around are different signs of spiritual support. You have support in all of the dimensions around you. They also represent all of the elements. So it's just really saying you have a good balance of energy around you and support in order to push you on this journey of leveling up. Yours, however, did come out reversed. So I feel like what this message for you is talking about, like your lesson for all of 2021, you know, when I said travel and good luck and success and destiny, I feel like you might have had, you know, a little bit of a bumpier road around all of these things. Like maybe you had to cancel travel plans. Maybe you had, you know, other plans that seemed to kind of have to be put on the back burner or delayed a little bit. And I feel like those are your synchronicities. It's almost to the point where it's like ironic. Like it happens so often. We're just like, you have to laugh about it because it's like, okay, again, like, you know, things didn't go as planned. And your challenge with this is to just kind of make your own world out of it where, you know, see it from that perspective of it's still destiny. It's still success and good luck, even if it didn't go completely as planned. Now, I feel like this is kind of the energy through the rest of the year. And then as we go into 22, that's going to be more of that. It's definitely going to be more of a supportive time for any of these plans. Sorry, I'm just listening in. So 21, it adds up to the number 3. 3 is the number of connections. So this could also be talking about family or group settings like an office or like a friendship network. So you may have had a little bit, those may have been kind of like the focuses too, as far as where things might have seemed a little delayed or not going quite as planned. And I just feel like this card is validating that. Like, trust that those situations all happened exactly how they were supposed to. Like, even if they were discouraging at the time, they put you on the exact path that you were meant to be. You know, they put you exactly in the place or with the people or in the moment, situation that you needed to be for whatever like basically to kind of like change your course a little bit, but to get you where you need to go. Let me know if any of this is resonating. I'm just going to connect in and think of anything else that I feel with this. So yeah, this adds up again. It's set 3. And that takes us to December again, too. So I really feel like this is just going to be your energy through the rest of the year. So just trust those moments. If you do have plans that fall through, thank the universe for that. Be like, okay, I see you. And we're going to just trust it and surrender. You know, sometimes those things are out of our control, and we're just going to go with the flow. And maybe something even better will come out of that. You know, I feel like that's one thing that the last 2 years have taught me is like just to kind of surrender and trust and like not get too like excited about plans, because plans can change very easily and quickly, and we just have to kind of adapt. So hopefully that makes sense. I feel like for you for 2022, this card will come out right side up, but just part of this, the ending of the lesson for 2021 is just going to be to really trust the universe, trust the divine timing and the divine plan. Really following the synchronicities too is going to be a big part of this. You know, something will happen and then this exact song you're meant to hear will play, or you'll see that 11:11 on the clock, or you know, like the lights will flicker or something. You know, like you'll get your validation. So just really trust the synchronicities around it. They're just going to be telling you that you're exactly where you need to be. Oh, Sarah Joy's calling the next number to have some 2s in it. Let's see, 10 o'clock. So I don't think I had any more energy exchanges coming through. So we're just going to pull, I think, one more. Oh, wait, I do see one more. Oh, no, wait, that's Nicole. We just did hers. Okay. So we're going to pick one more number. If anyone else wants me to hang in a little bit longer, you can do PayPal or Venmo for $11. And if you're in South Jersey, come hang out with me in person on Wednesday. We're doing a drum circle at the Venus Moon meeting space in Glendora. It's going to be intense. It's going to be primal. We are going to turn into our own like ancient shaman coming through. My conference room is going to turn into a cave, and we're just going to be, you know, letting out some energy. Really connecting to the earth and the astral plane. All right, so who's going to get this last reading? Thank you guys all for hanging in with me tonight. I didn't pull the 2s, but the next one is 212, the one that was right below this, but we're going to do the one in my hand that I grabbed. The next step up from a 2, 404. So the first one on my end to comment 404 will get this next reading. CJ Mars. I like that, Mars. I'm Krissy Mars. All right, CJ, let me know if you have a specific question or if you just want to go with the flow. If anyone still wants a reading after this, I will only hang on longer for energy exchange of $11. Otherwise, I'm going to be signing off because my throat's getting a little dry and I am running low on water. But yeah, if you didn't get through for a reading, make sure to watch the replay. Because in the beginning of this video, I do a group reading for everybody. We do 3 cards, go into past, what's been going on, our challenge, and then what's going to happen as we get through it. And definitely was spot on for me, and I feel like you guys will connect too. So make sure as soon as I sign off, you watch the replay. You can watch it anytime. CJ's going to go with the flow. I feel you there. Life's being crazy. All right, CJ. So think of everything going on. Any questions, any stress, take some deep breaths in and out. Send your energy to the cards. All right, one more. Yes. I feel you right here. All right, CJ, you ready? Let's give CJ some thumbs up and some hearts for our last reading of the night. Ooh, well, this is exciting. I love seeing this card. The Two of Wands. So take a close look at this card. The person is holding one wand in one hand. The wand is connected to the element of fire. This is our goals, our projects, our ideas, our passions, and our creativity. Really that fire energy, you know, and inspiration. So that one hand is your inspiration and the other hand is holding a globe. They're standing out at the top of a tower, looking out around them, kind of figuring out where they're going to go from here. Now, when I see this card, it is gray, so it's not telling you tomorrow, but it's telling you that you're kind of in the planning point of some type of movement, whether you're planning a trip or planning a promotion or planning a change of scenery as far as home or job goes. But I feel like there's, for you, a big change coming. But this card is definitely calling for you to kind of look at that globe in your hand, look at that wand in your other, that inspiration, and see what's calling you, you know, where to go from here. Work on that plan. 2 is the number of connections. So this may be calling you to either connect with a new person, connect with, you know, teaming up with one person for this. It could be calling you for relationship-wise connection and, you know, like traveling for that. 2 is also the number of healing and helping others. So whatever this movement might be fueled by that. You know, maybe you're being called to heal others or help others traveling, or, you know, moving, like traveling somewhere in order to do this type of healing work. I definitely feel a lot of growth with this card. That 2 can be talking about, you know, what's 2 months from now. By November, you may be having, you know, you have until from now till November, the next 2 months, to really work on this plan, because you may be having this movement as soon as then, like before the end of the year. 2 can also be February, so if you don't see any big significant changes by November, that 2 could be February, or that 2 could be 2 weeks, you know. So you hold on to that 2. And again, that February can be connected to a person too. So if there is another person involved, they may have a February type of connection with them. Just hold on to that too and see how that plays out with all of this for you. But I definitely feel like you have a big change calling you. And again, the next 2, speaking of the 2, the next 2 weeks are going to be very transformative with all this astrological energy going on. So with this full moon, I really want you to do your releases. Clear as much as you can, so that way this journey that you're going on is going to be as clear as it possibly can be. You know, cut the cords that aren't a part of this journey. Release the old patterns and the old habits and the old, you know, connections that don't need to come along with you for the ride, that aren't going to push you ahead, and if anything will just be anchors holding you back. Release any wands that aren't serving you. You can see in this card there is 1 wand. There's 2 wands. One of the wands is planted nice and firmly behind you, saying that, you know, you do have a good support behind you. There's, like, this wand doesn't necessarily need your focus in it. It's already there. It's already inspired and, you know, a part of your support system and a part of your team, and it's going to kind of be coming along with you for the ride, or at least not going anywhere. But this other wand is really calling you to focus your energy into it and to plan some kind of movement around it, because you're definitely being called to grow in some kind of way that I feel like is calling you to step out. If it came out reversed, I'd say it's more of an internal growth, but because it's coming out right side up, I feel like this is actually calling you to, I keep moving my hands like I want to push you, like, go. You're being called to go, move. So that's exciting. You'll have to let me know if that resonates for you. Another card I feel like that's calling us to take the leap though, and that when I did that first reading, that's what that last card was talking about too. So for you also, Lauren, if you didn't watch the beginning of this video where I did the 3-card reading for everybody, make sure you watch that replay because I feel like those make sense for you too. All right, so you've been trying to make the moves. So I feel like this is kind of telling you that the moves are coming. Just keep hanging in there. You're still in the planning phase. Maybe there's something that you didn't think about yet, or part of the plan or part of the lesson you didn't experience yet around the whole thing. So that's why it hasn't happened yet. That card was right, so it's not going to happen this month. But I do feel like it can happen as soon as 2 weeks. It can happen as soon as 2 months. It can happen as soon as February. You know, those are all still soon. Not a lot of time to plan. So do what you got to do to release. That's going to be a huge part of this journey for you is, you know, write that list of things to release and then burn it under the full moon and let them just blow away in the smoke. Thank you. Next, you know, send your gratitude. Like as traumatic or toxic as these releases might have been, they gave you a lesson for a reason, or they put you in a path for a reason, or they brought you a person. So try to find your gratitude as you burn that list in each thing on the list, and that way you can free it and not take it with you on this journey. And that will definitely help, you know, open up the paths in front of you a little bit more. And I feel like if we pulled another card for you in 2 months, it will definitely, you know, be less gray and be more like, okay, here we go. Maybe it would be the 3 of Wands. That's kind of saying, okay, now we're in the movement phase. But you're definitely still in that getting ready for movement. But it's definitely coming. All right, well, thank you guys so much. I don't think any other payments came through, so we are just going to call it a night. Yeah, that's it. Yay! I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Happy Sunday. Oh, going into this week, there's so much energy. So please, you know, be mindful if you're feeling very emotional. That is that Pisces full moon. It is going to be bringing stuff out. It's going to be making us cry. It's going to be making us sad or making us feel. You know, it's going to really intensify the emotions and intensify the feelings. And just, you know, trust it. Let it out of your body. If you have to cry about something, that's that energy releasing from you. And the full moon is all about releasing and letting go. So, you know, release as much as you can right now. Give yourself a good, you know, do a face mask for yourself. Take a bath because this water energy is really important with the Pisces. So baths and showers will be really good for grounding and connecting, even meditations right now. Purge in any way you can. Even like, you know, throw out old makeup, throw out the things that aren't serving you to really just like make room for all the new beginnings coming, because we're coming up to the end of the year and we gotta release what we don't need because this is such a transformative time. So I'm so excited for all of you guys with all this big level up. Again, if you missed the beginning, watch the replay because there's cool stuff that we talk about. And also, if you're local, check out thevenusmoon.com/schedule and check out all the cool events that I have coming up. There's 2 really fun ones this week. I have stuff pretty much coming up the next few weeks. Sarah Joy's coming in for her chakra journey, a 3-week course. That's going to be incredible. We're doing some really cool stuff. So definitely come hang out with us in person. I think that's it. Thank you guys. Have a good week. I love yous. And good luck with the Mercury retrograde. Don't hesitate to reach out. Good night.